Okay. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay Shans for those who are new here, or you can call me Miss True. And welcome. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Lindsay Shans. For those who are new here, kindly consider subscribing because I know that you're going to like it here. On our today's topic, I'm going to talk about my experience with post-eclampsia. I know there are people who are going through the same situation right now, and just a word of encouragement is it's just a seasonal thing and it will go and you'll get back to normal. So just hold on there, use your medication as prescribed by your doctors, and I assure you that it will go away because even mine went. So now, before I proceed, I just want to define what post-eclampsia is for those people who don't know what this is. So now, post-eclampsia is a high blood pressure experienced after giving birth. So if you get high blood pressure before you give birth or during your pregnancy, it's called pre-eclampsia. But after giving birth, it's now called post-eclampsia. Post-eclampsia is not so common, but pre-eclampsia is most common with women. But post-eclampsia is maybe, let's say 70% or let's say 30% of the women go through it. So it was so unfortunate that I fell into that circle of the 30% women who went through it. So that's why I want to give you my experience, and then maybe you can borrow a leaf or two. And it's also an insight to those people who have not even gone through birth. At least you'll know what you can expect after giving birth. It's not a guarantee that you'll get it, but it's not a guarantee, yes, that you'll get it, but if in case you get it, you'll know how to deal with it. Or if in case, maybe let's say you'll just have an idea, and maybe if you get the signs. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So guys, my experience started immediately after I gave birth. That was my first birth. Actually, by the way, it happened I experienced post-eclampsia with after my two deliveries, my firstborn and my secondborn. So when I got it after I gave birth to my firstborn, I thought maybe something never went right after giving birth. That's why I experienced it. But unfortunately, after also giving birth to my second baby, I also experienced it. So I think I'm just, yeah, I'll just be experiencing. Okay, let me not say I'll be experiencing it, but since I've experienced it with my two deliveries, I'm like, maybe it's a thing after I deliver. Okay, so let me just give you a story of how it was. By the way, it was a very, very sad time for me. It was so devastating. It was so, like, it was just the worst thing that ever happened to me. So I never thought that I could go through this thing, that the point that you feel like you're so healthy that kuna magonjwa zenye you can't even go through. That was me. I thought my body was so strong, like it could, like there are some things that never came in my mind, and then I never knew it. After the delivery, I could experience such a thing. So now, back to 2020 when I delivered it was, yes, 2020 September, when I delivered my first baby. After the delivery, everything went well. Yeah, of course, I was supposed to deliver normal, but because I had a prolonged labor, because I had a prolonged labor, I had to go to the theater. So I went to the theater, and after that, everything was successful, although I lost a lot of blood. As per what I was being told, I lost a lot of blood, and but apart from that, everything was okay, and baby came so well. I stayed in the hospital for 3 days, and then I was discharged. I went home. So now after going home, okay, now back to the hospital, I noticed my legs started swelling, and then I told the doctor, I can see that my legs are swelling, because by the way guys, during my whole pregnancy I never experienced high blood pressure. Like my pressure was normal all the time. I went for clinics, my pressure was just normal. And then I never even swelled. My legs, my feet never swelled. They were just perfect. They were okay. Like that pregnancy, yes, it was so, I was sick during that time, but I didn't have pressure, no edema, no anything. So now after delivery, after 1 day, 2 days ago, I can see my legs started swelling. And then I asked the doctor, why are my legs swelling? I can see my legs are swelling. And then he told me it's normal after delivery, your legs can swell. Okay, I'm like, okay, no problem. So we were discharged, and then I went home. Back to the hospital again, guys. Before we went home, you have to be measured pressure, tested pressure, nini, and everything was okay. By the way, everything was okay. So I went home with my medication, just the normal ones, took the medication very well the way they were prescribed. And so after 1 day, 2 days, the swelling just is continuing. The swelling is continuing. But because the doctor told me that it's normal, so I was like, it's nothing. So you see, after when you deliver in a CS, you are normally given 2 weeks where you go home, and then you come back after 2 weeks for checkup. They check the wound venye inaendelea. So I was just looking forward to going to the hospital, and then I complained about the swelling, because after 1 week the swelling was massive. And then when you massage that feet, because I thought maybe let me massage it with the warm water, let me see. When you massage that feet, it bulges kabisa. So the swelling becomes more worse than if you just left it like that. You know me, I never knew what I was going through. And then the headache now. I had extreme headaches. I had headaches, and I can't even explain how bad they were. They were so bad. And then I called. There is a time I called the hospital, and then I told them I have headache, and then they told me sometimes it's normal. Take paracetamol. Let's see if it will go. Yeah, you take paracetamol, it goes, and then it comes back. It goes, and then it comes back. And then from the stories that I've heard before, is that when you give birth, especially via CS, you normally have headaches, backaches, nini vitu kama hizo. So I was like, maybe it's because I had CS, that's why I'm having these tough headaches. So now the 1 week is gone. The swelling is there. In fact, I'll insert a pic and you see me. By the way, I swelled mpaka my whole body. If you could see me, ulikuwa unaona tu nimefura mpaka uso. So the swelling was massive, it was tough. So after 1 week, so you remember I was given two weeks to go back to the hospital. Me, I forgot the dates. I never knew when I was supposed to go. So after 1 week and a half, I'm like, when was I told to go? Me, I told my husband, I think I was told to go tomorrow. Now it's even 2 weeks has not even ended. I was told to go tomorrow, and I think God was just speaking to me and telling me, you know what, you need to go to the hospital right now. So me, I told my husband, I think I was told I'm supposed to go to the hospital tomorrow, because I even forgot. He told me, okay, I'll take you tomorrow. So tomorrow we went. The next day then we went. And then after going, so you see, when you go, they test pressure, sugar levels, hizo vitu mkojo, they see if there is an infection. So they tested me, and then when we tulifika hapo sasa kwa pressure, and then in fact before, even when I just entered the consultation room, and then when the doctor looked at me, he told me, "Hi madam, have you been sleeping? Your face may swell and the eyes also may swell." And then I had a very, my baby was very stubborn. By the way, I know it's a newborn thing, but where my baby was extra. So I told him, Aki, my baby normally disturbs me at night, I don't sleep well. Anaambia, hey, but hizo macho zimeswell sana. So we pimad pressure, and I am telling you guys, it was over the bar. I can remember it was almost hitting 200. It was 180 something, 190 hapo, and the other one was 110, I don't know, 100 and something. They were so high, and the doctor told me, wow, your pressure is so high, we can't let you go like that, we have to give you some medicine. And then I was given medicine, and then I started thinking to myself, my pressure imetoka wapi? There are some news when they're broken to you, you're like, oh my god, what are now these I'm experiencing? Like, my baby was, by the way, it was my first pregnancy. I have a very extra stubborn baby, and then now I have pressure. Oh my god, I was losing it, guys. I was losing it. So when they told me pressure, me, I always know mambo ya pressure ni mambo tu yenye unaweza anguka anytime. You fall down and you are gone. And then they told me, now tulia kidogo, you have to test you again, but before that we are going to give you some meds. Now they gave me the medicine. They gave me those pressure medicines that could lower immediately. Now and then I relaxed kidogo, and then they tested me again. After testing me again, at least ilikuwa imerudi kidogo, but not bado iko juu. So now they told me, you know, now we are going to put you on medication, and that one broke me. Medications are what? Pressure. How now? How? I was like, God, why did you allow this to happen? Why did you allow this to happen? Because, you know, enyewe stories are pressure kimimi, by then wanajua tu stories are pressure. Oh my God, you're gone. You are gone. I can remember even telling my husband, oh my God, if I drop down right now, you just take care of the baby. Because I thought I was going, guys. I thought that it was the end. Like, there is no time in my life I ever saw darkness like that day, by the way. I'm always an optimistic person, but at that point, I felt like, I think it's over. I think ushaifika ile time unaonanga kitu, ushaiona ile time yenye kitu imefika expiry date, vitu tu zi happen, vitu tu zi crumble. That was me. I thought, now I think these are my last days here. I thought, guys, it was hectic. Now we came back from the hospital, we were given medicine, and then, so it was the pressure ones, we were given medicine, and then we were told, you just go use them for 1 week, we come evaluate you. Me thinking maybe after 1 week, and then they told us, you can find somewhere you can be going every day for tests. You can be going every day for tests. So we were told we'll be going somewhere to be testing pressure every day or after every 2 days. So now I started, so they told me to take the drug, the medicine for 1 week, and then I go back to the hospital, they check if the pressure, and then if the pressure have gone down, and then they'll advise me further on what to do. And then on the daily visits, I should also record them down, so that they can also make a judgment out of the records that I have. Guys, I went every morning, I was there going, it is not going down. I'm using it is not going down. It's just up, and then the stories that you hear when you go tell someone naweza pima pressure ni nani, it's you. Umetoa wapi pressure msichana mdogo? Umetoa wapi pressure? Do you have a pressure history in your family? And then I can remember, you know, my grandma has pressure, and then yeah, my grandma has pressure. Oh, that's why it's in your lineage. And I don't think maybe it will go. I can remember one day I went to a chemist somewhere. By the way, let me tell you guys, if you are in a position or you are attending to someone going through something, never give them discouraging words. That guy really gave me so discouraging words, and then until I was like, oh my god. He told me, because you know, I don't know, I'm helpless. I don't know how to put it. I was just curious. I wanted to know. So everywhere I go, at chest pressure, I would ask them, what do you think? Will it go away, or it's something that is here to stay permanently? Do you know what that guy told me? Madam, hii kitu haiendi mahali. Hii utakaa nayo. Hii wewe ni wewe ujipange venye utaimanage. Hakuna nataka kuingie ati uko nayo na hakuna mahali inaenda. Hii haiwezi enda. I was like, no. Guys, I'd like to the medics, if someone is helpless and comes to you, kindly give them encouraging words. Hata kama unajua yenyewe haitaenda mahali, but at least encourage them. Tell them, no, it's just a matter of time. Yeah, because somewhere I'll go, they'll tell me, no, it's a matter of time, it will go away. But this guy used to tell me, you know, it is here to stay. Imagine. So now, after all that, I recorded, it never went. Coming down kidogo, going up, nini. I just gave it time, and then there is a day I went to the hospital. I know I used to go like on a weekly basis. So there is this time I went, found another doctor, and then the doctor advised me, why can't you hit the gym? And I told him, unajua mimi nilifanyiwa CS, I can just go. Ananiambia kwani CS yako saini? By the way, I took the medicines for 6 months, okay? So he asked, and then I told him it's now 3 months after CS. No, you can now go. You are now free. You can start working out. And then as you take the medicine, and I assure you, after working out, because this thing also normally brought na pia uki-add weight. Nana hiyo baby fat hiyo. Normally uki-add your weight, unapatanga pia, you can get it, okay? So now, started hitting the gym. I didn't even go to the gym. I just worked out in my house. You've been seeing the clips. If you check, you can see some workouts sometimes back. So I started working out. And let me tell you guys, I never knew that was the medicine. Within 1 week, my pressure was back to normal. Imagine. I think the fat beer. I worked every day. I normally woke up at 5, and I start running. Morning runs. You can just Google, not even Google, just on my page you can just check the workouts that I normally did, and I tell you guys, it went down. It really subsided. Like from 150 huko to ilikuja to normal. Let's say it came to normal. It came back to normal. Yes, it came back to normal, and then akaniambia just go on. Nikaendelea. And by the way, it came back to normal. After 6 months, I took the medicines for 6 good months, and it ended, and I left the medicine. Like I never took them again. And after that, I was well until now. I got pregnant again with my second baby, and after delivery, the same thing, nothing bad. During the pregnancy, everything was okay. My pressure was okay. After delivery, pressure was okay. We were discharged, came back home, and within the 2 weeks after I went for the checkup, yes, I had headaches, but I knew what to expect. I knew the first time I experienced post-eclampsia. Now I knew if I got the signs, I'll just tell that this is it. But now this time round, I never had the swelling. My legs never swelled, by the way, they never swell, but I had terrible headaches. But each time I went to be tested for pressure, it never came out, it was normal. But this one time when I went after 2 weeks, checked pressure, it was high. Given again medicine, took them. Now this time round I took them for almost only 3 months. It was actually 2 to 3 months. It was gone because I knew how to tackle it. Again, the exercise, a lot of water in the morning, warm water, by the way. Put what do you call it? Not ginger. What do you call it? Saumu, kitunguu saumu. Grind it and then mix it with water, warm water, each and every morning. Take it, do exercise. Imagine it subsides very, very fast. So my second experience with post-eclampsia, it went very fast as compared to the first time. You know, the first time I never knew. And then what I can say, if I can compare the two times I got post-eclampsia, is that I think the second one subsided quite very fast because I was aware, I was self-aware of what to expect, and I knew how to tackle it, okay? But the first time I was washy, I was like, you know, it was on my mind all the time, I'm thinking about it. But the second time, guys, I never give an F about it. I knew you were, okay, you're here again, I know I'm going to tackle you. And I took it so positively as compared to the first time. You see, the first time I was like, oh my god, this is the end of the world, no. But the second time I was that bad bitch. I was like, you are here again, I'm gonna kick you out. Because I kicked you the first time, I'm gonna kick you again for the second time, and you're not going to stay here for the longest time the way you did it with my first time. Guys, I'm telling you, I was so positive. It came, I did everything, and within no time it was gone. So now I would try to encourage someone who is out there going through this thing. Usihurumie, by the way. Don't sit there and be like, oh, shey, I have it, I'm going to die, no. Tackle it very courageously. Do what you're supposed to do. Take your medicine the way you're supposed to take your medicine. Because I can remember even during my first time, there was a time I was like, no, I'm not going to take these medicines, I'm going to let them, and then I'm going to let that pressure just subside on its own. But I never knew, because I never knew the effects. You know, now when I went to the hospital, that week that I deferred taking medicine, I went to the hospital and my pressure was up. And then the doctor asked me, are you still taking the medicines? And I told him, no, me, I'm not taking the medicine. I decided not to take it. I decided to let it go on its own. And he told me, no, you know what, let me advise you on something. You know, when you don't take the medicine is to help lower it down so that it can prevent the adverse effect that it can lead to. Okay, now let me tell you guys, you might not know that when your pressure is high, it might lead to failure of some of your body organs. So the kidneys, the liver, the what. So he told me, now we are giving you these drugs to prevent it. It might subside on its own, but it has left you with adverse effect that you will live with, or you live to maybe to do what zitakuacha manage for the rest of your life. Yes, the pressure might go, but it will leave you with, if itakuacha na maybe at a kidney failure, you live with it for the rest of your life. Itakuacha na maybe, like, the effect is absurd. So that's why he told me, just take the medicine, just watch it equal lowered, ndo isikulete hizo effects, and then just give it time, it will go. Normally we've had people here coming after birth and then it goes. So just don't let the pressure leave you with effects that you'll not be able to manage when it's gone. So just manage it, take the medicine, just give it time, and it will go. And when he advised me that way, I was like, oh wow, let me just go back to the medicine. I took the medicine and it went, guys. So I'd like to encourage someone out there who is going through post-eclampsia, mommy, it is going to be well. You are going to be back to normal. It will subside. I assure you that it will subside. Just stop being wuye. Tackle it the way it's supposed to be tackled. Take your medicine and ensure that you are doing exercise each and every day. Do exercise, take warm water, enough, in fact a lot of water, and avoid cold water, especially after giving birth. You're not supposed to drink that cold water. Take a lot of warm water to ensure that it melts out all the clothes that you might have. Okay, sawa. I hope this video encouraged someone. If it does, kindly give me a thumbs up. Don't also forget to subscribe, share it with all the women that you know, and let's be each other's keeper. Sawa, without, yeah, bye.